The top 100 RBC Training Ground athletes traveled from coast to coast, each of them looking for the chance to become a future Olympian and earn a spot on a Canadian national team. It is the RBC Training Ground National Final from our nation's capital, and it starts now. Welcome to this special broadcast of the RBC Training Ground National Final in Ottawa. I'm your host, Kayla Grey, and I'm joined here with three-time Olympian Miranda Ayim. With Miranda's successful career with Canada basketball, she knows exactly what's in store for these young athletes today. RBC Training Ground is a revolutionary program designed to find and fund young Canadian athletes with Olympic potential. The National Final is the program's final stop, bringing together the best 100 athletes that were discovered this year. High stakes, best on best competition, as 30 of the top 100 will earn funding and the resources they need to train for a spot on the Canadian Olympic team.
Now, each of the athletes here today is going to be competing against one another in a series of events that put their speed, strength, power, and endurance capabilities on display for Team Canada Scouts. Athletes' raw power will be tested through a standing long jump, a triple jump, and a 6-second bike sprint. These explosive movements help athletes excel in sports like freestyle skiing or cycling. Our speed test will require athletes to compete in a sprint, which is key to fast movements required in sports like luge or rugby. The endurance test is the always dreaded arm-leg bike. Athletes will compete in this grueling test of endurance by pedaling a wind bike as the bike's resistance continues to intensify. Those who can outlast the rest may be fit for sports like canoe kayak and speed skating, whose elite athletes must perform over long periods of time. The final strength test is the force plate. Athletes will try to generate as much force as they can using their upper body, which can be a good indicator of performance in sports like rowing.
Ooh, okay, well, you know why we're here, so let's bring in the third member of our broadcast team. Olympic gold medalist and Canadian women's rower, Avalon Wassanaes, who is next to all the action, giving us the inside scoop on what's happening.
Thanks, Kayla. Narrowing it down to our top 30 is going to be a challenge, as we've got 100 skilled and dedicated athletes among us. One of the athletes looking to be selected as an RBC Future Olympian is Corey Lapointe. Corey is from Whitby, Ontario, and although she spent most of her life training as a hockey player, RBC Training Ground has given her an opportunity to try a new sport. Take a look.
I played hockey my whole life. I loved hockey for all the things that it taught me: hard work, determination, resilience. Whenever I'm on the ice, I'm really happy. I first discovered speed skating when I attended a RBC Training Ground qualifying event in 2020. I love the feeling of being on the ice and just going fast. Speed skating was perfect for me. On the ice, I can see the reflection off of it. I love the sound of skates hitting the ice. To me, it's just peaceful.
It's not only the fitness, there's a lot in the attitude, the approach you take. You need to be happy. A happy skater that enjoys skating is going to do good.
My experience with mental health started when I was a teenager. Sports was a huge help for me when I did struggle with social anxiety. It was a way for me to kind of escape my anxiety, and it helped me manage it. My support system would definitely be my family. They've been with me my whole life.
Finding that balance between sports and athletics and those pressures that you put on yourself and that people put on you, and balancing that with your mental health, I think is really important.
When I have free time and when I'm not busy with sports, I like to squeeze in my hobbies such as reading, solving Rubik's Cubes, and doodling in my sketchbook. Having hobbies is important to me because they allow me to rest my body and exercise my brain, kind of reset mentally and just relax and unwind. I'm well aware of the stakes. I hope to become an RBC Future Olympian.
If she believes it's possible for her, everything is possible.
Becoming an RBC Future Olympian would
grant me funding for training in speed skating. It would bring balance with like my sport and work life, and have the resources to train as effectively as I can. I know that competing in sports is my passion and it's what I love doing.
And now we see Corey here, warming up for her first event, speed. Competing against her is another talented athlete and a fellow former hockey player, Erica Reeder. Like Corey, Erica is hoping RBC Training Ground can give her a new life in a brand new sport. Let's take a look at her journey to the national final.
Hi, I'm Erica Reeder. I'm a former hockey player and now I train as a track cyclist. I first discovered hockey when I was 4 years old. Every time I got to step out on the ice, I could push myself to a new limit, and I loved that. After university, I wasn't ready to give up hockey, and so I played 3 years in Sweden, and my dream of going to the Olympics, for me, it's now or never. I'm 25, so I am now back in Canada, and I'm pursuing track cycling.
We always said she was athletic enough that if another sport could pick her up, she would excel at that.
That first time that I was ever on the track, it was like adrenaline the whole time. It's amazing just to feel yourself putting that power into the bike. I think my challenge has been the mental side and going from a team sport to an individual sport.
Rush it now, rush!
I think she has all the tools and the right mindset. You can see she is an athlete and she knows what it takes. She's always looking to go and do more.
I like to draw.
Her art and her drawing is a way for her to unwind because she does put a lot of pressure on herself when she's competing.
I started an art project and I picked the portrait of a female dancer wearing the hopak. And so I'm currently drawing that and then hoping to sell it and donate part of the proceeds to those affected by the war in Ukraine. I think if I can do some artwork and help out, that would be amazing. I'm 25 and there's a lot of kids here that are 15, 16 years old. And so the future of Canadian athletics is super bright. And yeah, it's awesome to be here with them. Our journeys to get here have been so different. It's been months in the making and there's been anticipation for sure over the summer. So I'm really, really happy to be here. The RBC Training Ground program has played such a big role in the journey of so many of our current Olympians. So for them to be part of my journey, yeah, it would be amazing. To have that extra bit of support, yeah, it would be incredible.
Erica's determination to try a new sport is inspiring, and her trajectory in cycling is similar to a number of former RBC Training Ground athletes who are now representing Canada at the Olympics, including RBC's own Kelsey Mitchell, the reigning Olympic gold medalist. Let's check in with Avalon at the speed test.
The top 100 RBC Training Ground athletes will run a 30-meter sprint. The speed test is used to measure fast and explosive movements, which are important to a variety of sports, like luge and rugby. The 30-meter sprint measures an athlete's acceleration time in seconds, and scores will vary by age and gender. Let's see Erica and Corey compete.
We've got Corey up first with a strong start. Her time is 4.84 seconds. Now let's see Erica. She's explosive out of the gate. Her score coming in at 4.32.
I felt fast, so I think it went all right. I think the start is really important. It's only 30 meters, so it's important you get up to top speed quick.
Both Corey and Erica are in the female age 19 to 25 category. Laurence Roux of Blainville, Quebec is the top performer with 4.28 seconds. I got to sit down with some RBC Olympians and discuss their journey to the Olympics. Check it out. When it comes to support, are there areas you think you could have benefited from, or maybe you could have used more support in as an athlete coming up?
I think when you're a young athlete and you're kind of unproven, there's a lot of things that kind of fall through the cracks. You don't have the support and things like that. And luckily for me, when I was younger, I had the RBC Training Ground. So They kind of filled in those gaps and helped me get to the place and elevate you.
What are the conversations you have in your head, MP, when you are coming back from injury? You want to be out there, you want to kind of give your team exactly what they need.
Well, obviously, like I mentioned, team sport's a little different. But be where your feet are is something as a group, I think that's what we've been telling each other. I think sometimes it's easy to look ahead in the past or all of that, but I think focusing on the present, focusing on that process, I think it's huge. And as a group, as an individual, I think when you get to a big competition as the Olympics, World Championship, being where you are in that moment, I think is very important.
How has RBC Training Ground almost changed your trajectory of your career?
RBC Training Grounds for me is a very, very special thing. I played a variety of sports growing up. I did post-secondary, was done, graduated, but I wasn't done being an athlete, and so I went to RBC Training Ground and I was completely open-minded to anything. I just wanted an opportunity, and they gave me that, and they gave me some financial help to help me pursue my dream of being an athlete again, and so I get emotional talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a life-changing thing.
It changed my life, yeah.
All right, Miranda, I want to take you back to the Tokyo Olympics, because first and foremost, you were a flag bearer, so I want to hear all about that experience. But I also want to hear about how the Tokyo Olympics was different than any other summer games.
Yeah, so it was just an incredible experience. First of all, being a flag bearer, it's one of those surreal moments. Even to this day, I still can't believe that I had the opportunity and the honor to represent Team Canada, not only our athletes, but the greater Team Canada back at home that was supporting us from afar. And to do that side by side with my co-flag bearer, Nate Hirayama, our Rugby Sevens captain at the time. And it was just a wonderful experience, although different from past Olympics that I had the honor of participating in. But the Japanese authorities, organizers, volunteers, the Canadian Olympic team, every little detail was taken care of in such a way that we really felt supported throughout that whole process. So we really had an incredible experience regardless.
I love that no matter the circumstance, everybody was able to walk away with such an incredible experience. And one athlete looking to pursue his Summer Olympic dreams, like Miranda, is local athlete Yasser. Yasser attends university here in Ottawa and is the youngest student ever admitted to U Ottawa at the age of 16. Yeah, now he's looking to fulfill his athletic potential in a brand new sport.
My specialty is the 800 meters, so 2 laps. You have the ability to mix your speed and your endurance. I feel like running is really a way to escape. You have to actually push your body, push your limits, and see how far and how fast you can go. When I was younger, like really young, I had like my aorta very tight, so my blood couldn't like pass through my body as well as the other. And it's actually my mom that was like sensing something's off with me when I was really young. So they sent me to the hospital and they just cut off the part where it was really tight. So now all good, I just have like a little bit of hypertension, but doing endurance stuff like track and field and rowing is actually helping me to reduce this hypertension. So doing the sport is actually like a medicine for me. I actually discovered rowing through RBC Training Ground. The Ottawa Rowing Club invited me to try my first session. There's a lot of similarities between track and field and rowing. You have to push your body to its limit and you have to get your mind to push your body even if you're tired, even if you say you can keep going.
RBC Training Ground, I thought it was a great program. It helps out the athlete, gives them some funding, so that means, you know, they don't have to work that extra shift, so they can focus on doing that extra training or getting that rest that they need to perform better.
The school is actually very important for me. I was accepted in university at 16, so I matured, I guess, pretty early. I'm always trying to, you know, get at the top. So when I'm in school, it's the same thing. I just want to have the best grade possible. It's also, you know, important for me to set up my future, my career, and having good grades is a good way to demonstrate that.
Pour avoir du succès en athlétisme, il faut être vraiment discipliné et être focus dans qu'est-ce que tu vas faire. Il me dit qu'il veut être le version amélioré de lui-même. Il veut s'améliorer constamment.
It's a very great feeling to just know you are in that top 100 athletes of RBC Training Ground among all Canada.
My main goal is going to be on the top 30, just to have, you know, this financial support of RBC. I'm feeling very excited. Now it's trying to, you know, get that next level, get that top 30, like closer and closer to the Olympic goal.
Becoming an RBC Future Olympian would be a very grateful moment where all the training, all the pain, the sweat, the tears, all that effort paid off at the end.
Here we have Yasser warming up for his first event, Power. And not too far away, looking to challenge Yasser for a spot as an RBC Future Olympian, we have Quebec athlete Louis Grelot, who is hoping to flip himself into contention today.
Parkour is just a way that you can go from a place to another doing flips and tricks. I feel like flipping is an adrenaline rush. When I was doing parkour, we didn't have any trampoline, and I was doing only one flip, that's it. So I tried gymnastics, and 2 years later I tried my first double front flip and it felt amazing. I did about 6 years of gymnastics. You just can't get this feeling anywhere else except from flipping. That's why I love it. I'm at a point where I can't really get higher in level in gymnastics, but I'm really good in flips, so that's why I tried aerial skiing.
We went to the RBC Training Ground and there were 2 persons of aerial skiing and they spotted Louis real fast.
Without RBC Training Ground, I wouldn't even thought about going to aerial skiing.
The biggest challenge for a gymnast to aerialists is to be a little bit more calm in the air. Aerialists go high in the air and need to land on their feet on snow and ski out. And gymnastic is way more quick and more powerful on the floor and harder on the body. Louis is very special because he will flip this winter, so that's very special. That means that we trust his abilities, we trust his skills.
He's really committed to the sport, so he sets his goals and he will do everything to get to his goals, and he works hard, he's sacrificing a lot of things. It's all his life.
When I'm not training, I love music and I play guitar and a little bit of piano. I went to my friend's place and he got a guitar for Christmas and I tried out, and as soon as I tried it, I fell in love with it.
He plays very well, he learns fast.
To get to the national final, it's gonna be awesome to compete there. I'm a bit nervous, but it's good stress of competition, and I'm hoping to continue my journey to aerial skiing.
But right now I'm here to just welcome you.
The funding is really important because it would help me pay my equipment. I could focus more on my sport and my studies. My ultimate goal is to be at the Olympics, and I'm gonna train really hard to get there.
Jeff, can you walk us through the 2 power tests?
2 power tests we did today were standing broad jump and triple jump. So just one standing jump as far as you can go to just get that initial power with no energy. And then triple jump, which is 3 basically standing broad jumps in a row to really see how your body's coordinated to take that energy and retransfer it into the next jump. And for my sport of freestyle skiing, very important.
Let's see how Yasser and Louis perform at the power jumps.
Louis is up first with the standing long jump. His score is 2.2 meters. Yasser with a strong jump coming in at 2.41. Next up is the triple jump, and it's all about the power in the legs. Louis measures in at 7.12 meters. Yasser's up next. His score, 7.81.
I think I did better on the triple jump. Like, you really focus on the second jump. That's the one that gets like the most length. And I think I did good.
Both athletes are in different categories. In Louis' category, male aged 14 to 18, Eli Nolan has the top results in both jumps. In Yasser's category, male aged 19 to 25, Kevin Saney with an impressive top score of 3.19 meters in the standing long jump.
I'm joined here by Tanya Dubnikoff from Cycling Canada. Tanya, can you walk us through this power test and explain what it is that you're looking for from the athletes?
On the watt bite, we're looking for an athlete to produce the maximum amount of power within 6 seconds, seated and wearing shoes. So no cycling shoes and no getting out of the saddle. And we want the athletes to average a little over 1,000 watts for women and close to 1,800 watts for men.
Let's see how Corey and Erica are doing.
Olympic gold medalist Kelsey Mitchell cheering on Erica as she's pushing through the sprint. Here's Corey pushing that power through her legs, trying to get that optimal score of over 1,000 watts. Great effort there by Corey. Her results, 835 watts. So look at this replay here. These two giving it their all.
It's only 6 seconds, so I try to push my best. I know I don't have that much strength and big, strong legs as the other athletes here, but certainly try my best.
It went pretty well. We'll see. I'm going to see if I can do a third attempt and see if I can get a better number, but I'm pretty happy with it.
On the leaderboard, Erica is the top performer with a score of 1,349 watts. She has come a long way since first trying out for RBC Training Ground in 2018.
I'm now joined by Jonathan Kavar from Speed Skating Canada. Jonathan, walk us through the strength test and how it might translate to your sport.
The strength test is a static pull measuring their maximal force that they can exert, and it really helps us see what kind of strength the athlete has to be able to achieve training goals, top speed, and maximal efforts in our sport. So when they're doing the test, they're pushing against the ground to pull up on the bar, and the force plate is measuring the force that the athlete can produce.
Let's see how Corey and Erica fared.
Corey and Erica are both trying the force plate at the same time. We see Erica checking her grip. The height of the bar needs to be adjusted to the size of each athlete. This test is a static pull, so the athletes will pull up on the bar as it's tied to their hands. The foot plates measure the force exerted in newtons. Erica with an impressive score of 3,219 newtons. Corey with an excellent score of 2,242. Let's see the top strength results in the female age 19 to 25 category. Erica with another top performer score in the force plate test. Let's hear more from my sit down with some RBC Olympians. What are these young athletes getting from a program like this and this method of support when it comes to the trajectory of their career?
I think it can be life-changing. Like, it's been life-changing for me for sure. I think it's an opportunity to discover a passion, and it also gives you the means to pursue it. Because at first, you're throwing yourself in so much unknown, but RBC is gonna give you support, financial, but also a direction. So I think that's extremely helpful in that it has tremendous potential for many more athletes.
Let's start at your past, because I think there's so much knowledge that we can gain through your experiences. Can you guys think about any challenges that you faced in your career?
I definitely think that throughout your career, like, there's so many ups, there's so many downs, and I think that's all part of your journey. Nobody's journey is linear, and everybody's journey is going to be different. And I don't think that I would have been able to be where I am today without those failures and those setbacks, because I think that's what made me and the player that I am today and the person that I am today.
For me, I think I've been learning a lot over the last 6-7 years, and I've had to learn pretty quickly and adjust to things really fast, just because I feel like I was thrown into almost like a spotlight, which was really odd. I've had to just learn a lot about myself, and there's been a lot of challenges there and different mental health issues and things like that, where you're just constantly learning and growing and trying to evolve, and there are so many setbacks, I feel like, but it just makes it that much sweeter when you can get past it.
All right, Miranda, as a 3-time Olympian, you're thinking about these young athletes whose also Olympic journeys are starting to begin. What's the best piece of advice you would give them?
You know what? One thing I wish I had focused in on earlier, alongside all the physical components that they're doing today, is building up some of those foundational pieces around mental performance as well. Because we know that the mental performance is really what differentiates regular athletes from those who are performing at a high level on a regular basis. It's that consistency, that sustainability over a long time that really will come to serve them over the long run. Miranda.
Absolutely, fixing the mindset. Okay, we have got one more test to go today, the crowd favorite. It is the endurance test, and Avalon is standing by with Rowing Canada.
Laurence, walk us through what you're looking for here with the endurance test.
Our endurance test is the Yasser back. It measures the aerobic capacity of an athlete. The way the test works is harder and harder, so we ask the athletes to go faster and faster and increment the pace in every minute. A couple of things we look at is the coordination. If an athlete is able to use their upper body as well as their lower body. We're looking at rhythm, so we're looking if the athletes will be able to find their rhythm and maintain it. This is a very difficult test, and so we are looking of an athlete who's going to be able to give a little more, who's going to be, when it starts being hard, that they're going to be able to grit a little bit and go and get the 15 more seconds that would make the difference.
Let's see how Yasser and Louis performed.
The endurance test is the toughest. Each athlete must continue to pedal as the resistance increases every minute until they can no longer keep up. Louis and Yasser with a steady start. They need to dig deep and continue to push as it becomes harder for their legs and arms. Great attempt by Louis. His score is 60 RPM. Yasser has one final push. His results, 73 RPM.
Pretty tough, but it's not like running. It's really different from running. It's like more like cycling. So it's not the same effort. My legs, my quads get tired off. And like when you're running, it's not the quads. It's more the hamstring, the calves. And it's like a different type of effort.
In the male category, age 14 to 18, Nate Sutherland is tied for the lead with 80 RPM. And in the 19-25 age group, we've got M.A. Perot with 85 RPM.
Today I'll be sharing with RBC national finalist Erica Reeder that she has been selected as one of RBC's Future Olympians. She has no idea. Let's add her to the call and surprise her with the announcement. Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Miranda Ayim, if you didn't recognize my face when we popped on the screen, but I have some exciting news to share with you. Congratulations, you have been selected as one of RBC's Future Olympians.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations. How does it feel to have all your hard work pay off?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that. I've been through the RBC program a number of times. My very first qualifications was 2018. And so I've come back a number of times after that. And yeah, now to finally have it pay off, yeah, it's really exciting.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you, Erica, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Amazing news for Erica. Congratulations to the 30 RBC Future Olympians. Also joining Erica is aerial skier Louis Grelot. Erica is a great example of never giving up. This year was her 4th time trying out for RBC Training Ground. Corey Lapointe and Yasser Riyad did not make the list, but they can always come back and try again next year. Now, Miranda, are there any pieces of advice that you would give those athletes who will not be moving forward?
Yeah, it's one of those tough moments that happens in the lifetime of an athlete, but you really have to give yourself grace in those moments and know that it's not the end of the line and you can always sign up next year.
Remembering to continue to push forward. Congratulations once again to all RBC Training Ground athletes who put themselves to the test this year at our events across the country.
And to the top 30 RBC Future Olympians, we can't wait to see you on the podium one day.
Absolutely. Well, if you think you have what it takes, RBC Training Ground will be resuming its search for Canada's Future Olympians this winter. Visit rbctrainingground.ca to learn more about the upcoming season and to sign up for an event near you. Be sure to follow them on Instagram at RBC Training Ground. This has been the RBC Training Ground National Final on TSN. From myself, Miranda Ayim, Avalon Wassenaes, and our entire Ottawa crew, thanks for joining us and have a good night.